said a couple key words. You said Jon Moxley, and you said babyface versus babyface. And this one, when this got announced, I'm just all for. I think unanimously here at Dynamite Download, we are huge Jay Lethal fans. This guy just exudes character and charisma. The guy is awesome in the ring. He's got an awesome personality. I love seeing this guy in the ring, and we want more and more and more of him in the ring.
Give us more Jay Lethal.
We were getting let's go Moxley chants, let's go Lethal chants. This was a hard-fought, great wrestling match. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, this is the best that I have seen Jay Lethal in AEW on AEW television to date in the ring. He was a hair away from taking this victory over Moxley, and it was a very believable way. I love this outstanding performance by him. Everything from his entrance to the storytelling to the
great
end,
storytelling,
the storytelling at the end too with the handshake. So, he wasn't my top performer, but he was close to me having him be my top performer of the night because Jay Lethal, man, brought it tonight, and he definitely hit a home run with this Moxley match. And it was a different side of Moxley that I thought too. I thought it was more, yes, he brought the physicalness to the ring into the match, but I felt like he had to bring his wrestling game versus the ground and pound. He needed to bring more wrestling technique in this Lethal match. And so it was a lot of fun, and one of my favorite unexpected matches of the night for sure. Easily.
I'm glad to hear you say it. I think that the story from the beginning with, as JR and the commentary team talked about, two former world champions in this industry, two guys who are veterans, and for Lethal to be the true baby face, because Moxley, let's be honest, Blackpool, this Blackpool combat, they have a little bit of an edge to them. And that's one of the things I love about this group with Moxley, this pairing between Moxley and Danielson, is they bring an intensity, like you talked about, like a fire and intensity and anger to their matches that is not super common in AEW. AEW is very got a lot of comedy, got a lot of lightheartedness, a lot of over-the-top characters, but not a lot of guys who are no nonsense, punch you in the mouth and enjoy it, right? I mean, so I like what Moxley's bringing as an intensity standpoint. It was clear Lethal earned his respect by the end of this match. Really, really loved it. And I'll be honest with you, I'm with some of the people in the crowd here. I think that Jay Lethal established why we all are so behind him. He does need a big win. Since coming in here, his record is obviously still really intact, but on a big stage like this, I'm ready for Jay Lethal to get the recognition, get a push in AEW. There's a lot of talent in this company, and I know it's really hard to push everybody. We love a lot of talent, but I think that there are certain ones who are more ready than others. And I think that Jay Lethal is one of those guys that is very ready. I could believably see him as a TNT champion, right? I mean, here's a guy who could go in the ring, who's smart and savvy between those ropes, knows how to. I think one of the things I love about Jay Lethal the most is his character work while in a match. He emotes really well through facial expressions. You can feel the struggle that he's going through in order to try to win. He truly cares and is invested in winning that match. Big fan of Jay Lethal. I thought that he came out of this one looking like $1 million, but I'll be honest with you, man. This is the best Jon Moxley I've ever seen. He's.
Can't disagree with that.
I loved going back all the way back to his early days, his hardcore roots. But he was a young kid then. And then his time in WWE, the Shield was fantastic. But it feels like and even his world championship reign, I think this is the best Jon Moxley we've ever seen. Wow. Even better than his world championship reign. Moxley looks like he's in the best shape of his life.
Can't argue that.
He clearly looks more focused and dialed in than ever. He seems to be in a really good headspace, and he's got this anger and intensity that he brings to his matches that, when paired with Danielson and when paired with William Regal, who, he has a long history with. it's just working. It's just working.
Mm-hmm.
And as a tag team guy, there are a lot of tag teams who I think could you just talked about it, the Acclaimed getting an opportunity, things like that. But Danielson and Moxley are a force to be reckoned with. These two guys are out to prove a point, and I think that dominant streak is only just begun, SPD.
It is the tip of the iceberg, and we haven't seen nothing yet. And these guys were on singles matches tonight. They're dominant in singles competition and tag team. And once they get that ball rolling, it's going to be tough to stop them. But